When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. The first three notes just happen to be do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la.
You're in the way! Move it! Boo! Boo! You shut up my windows, bro.
Just another day in Garry's mod.
Welcome to the talk show, starring Griffin as our main talksman. It seems that there we go. He's here. He seems to love his box a lot.
I think I broke box.
Today, we're going to be talking, he's going to be talking about his stories. He's going to be talking and talking non-stop with stories. Let's get started after he's done setting up his seat. We should have done this off cam. Okay, seems he is ready.
How's it going, everybody? So, I'm here to tell you.
Boo!
So what you say? What did you say to me?
Boo!
I'm sorry. What did you say again?
Boo!
Is it funny, Paul? Fatalization of houses!
We will be back after these messages. And we're back, everybody.
I'm still not sitting correctly in my seat.
Okay, what's your first story you'll be talking about?
Alright, so... Alright, so I'm sitting in the middle of science class. And I have my friend Lee.
And we're back, everybody. That problem has been fixed.
Yeah, you bet it has.
Proceed with your story.
Alrighty, so I was sitting in the middle of science class, and I have a friend who I'm not going to name. He leans over and he starts telling me all sorts of like weird stuff and rumors. And so I'm now sitting in math class like 2 periods later, and all of a sudden I'm on Skype because we got done with stuff, and he's freaking out on it. Like, I'm talking legit freaking out, and he's like, okay. So to protect the innocents, I'm going to say Jenna. He's like, dude, did you hear what Jenna does? And I'm like, no, Jenna doesn't like me at all. Like, she hates my guts. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, in previous years, she was just hostile towards me, and I figured since the awkward silence all throughout my freshman year from her, she still didn't like me. He said, dude, so, I was talking to some of her friends, and they say that, sometimes she just strips naked and just kind of peruses around her household, absolutely 100% naked, and has no regard if her friends or family are there. And I was just, wait, are you serious? He's like, yes. And apparently, some of her friends do it too. So they're just kind of like sitting in a room, absolutely 100% naked. And I'm just like, why are you telling me about this? And it's just, well, I thought you would like to know. And I'm like, okay, so besides that, do you have anything normal to tell me about? And no joke, his response was just about like, so no. And he was like, but doesn't that sound the least bit interesting to you? I replied with, I don't need to know that some girl in her free time likes to peruse around her household and wherever, absolutely 100% naked. And I met him in person like a couple periods later. I'm like, why did you tell me about this? He's like, oh, come on. You don't think that was just an interesting fact about her? Come on, you could totally like her for that. And I'm like, no! Stop! Please! I don't need to know about this. Nobody needs to know about this. This is 100% absurd. It was just... And like... And if, like, you think about it, it's like... Oh, well, if I go over, she might strip naked. That would be cool to see. But in all honesty, it really wouldn't. I mean, think about it. That if, like, you were friends... Imagine how awkward that would be if a guy friend is over and Jenna decided, oh, it's a perfect opportunity. Let's strip naked. And, like, asked him to join in. And my friend was like, that would be hot. And I was just, that would be awkward. Because... Imagine the fact, like, they don't know anything about you sexually. So, when you strip 100% naked, not only do you basically flaunt whatever you have, it's just degrading. Like, come on. Like, you agree with me, right? But that's just crazy.
That's just, what the frick?
I know! And I was going on about it.
It's like, why would I know about this, and why would this person do it?
I don't know. My main concern was like, are the parents okay with this? And if so, I know for a fact that she goes to church. Like, I'm sorry.
It's like they have a picture of like somebody just hands you a gives you a picture of you just like stripped naked when she's walking around. Like the parents take a picture while she's doing that, and then providing that they're not gonna give it to anyone else, and they put a sticky note on the picture saying, "We recommend the Bible." And then it's just like all on top of a Bible book. And then it's like, she takes off the picture and the sticky note, and it says "Read me" on it. She flips open to the cover, and it says, "No, seriously, do it."
You need Jesus.
You need some Jesus in your life to help you, God.
Alright. We'll be back after these few short messages.
Feeling tired after a long day of gaming? Try some Fountain Dew. It'll give you all of this, that, and some energy. Yay! Buy it now. Seriously. Buy it. Do it. Do it.
Alright.
Welcome back, everybody, after those technical difficulties. Today, he'll be resuming his story. Alright, everybody. So, I was in
I'm sorry, I just want to ask, where's your blood?
I'm really sorry. I forgot.
Joke's on you, I was the one who did it.
So, I was in, PE, and it was a very, very weird day, because, it was a great day. It was an ordinary day, and then I was in PE. We were doing a unit called like competitive sports or something, or not? No, cooperative sports, and like where we had teams, we had to work together and everything. So it was basically the stupidest unit, but it was the weirdest thing. So one of the activities where we were supposed to get a ball. We were supposed to like, we were gonna have a group, and the group would have an even number of people. We had like 6 people. Yeah, we had 6 people, which we would have 3 groups of 2. So everybody like in the whole group was all guys, and there was 1 girl, and I was in that group. And what ended up happening was all the guys knew each other, and I didn't really like them because, you know, they're kind of like not really, I don't know, it's not that I don't like all jocks, it's just like they were kind of stupid guys. So anyway, so I was paired up with, so one girl and I paired up, and so we had to keep the ball between, like, one of them was we had to keep the ball between our like hips and our backs. It was very weird because we kind of touched butts and everything. Yeah. Anyway, so
Your first sexual experience.
oh yeah. Anyway, so one of the last ones was so our group got behind because we kind of had a mentally challenged kid in our group, but and he kind of rolled around and everything, but yeah, anyway, so basically he set us behind, and we had like, and we were the last group to go behind him. We were the last pair to go behind him. So anyway, what happened was the last challenge was we had to keep a ball between our heads. And basically she and I were just looking at each other like, how are we gonna do this? And she said to me, like, bend down a little bit, and I'm going to jump on your back. So we were in the small gym, which is like, if you guys don't know, the small gym, we have a small gym and a big gym. The small gym's like an average size gym, and like the big gym is like a bigger version of an average size gym, like in a school gym. So anyway, we had to run from one part of the gym to the other. I had her on my back, and what she did, she had her face was like pushing up against the ball, and the ball was pushing up against the back of my head. So I gave her a piggyback ride, like from one side of the gym to the other and then back. And it was like, it wasn't difficult, but it was like super awkward because since we were one of the last groups to, like, one of the last pairs to go, everybody, like, literally everybody was looking at us, and I'm like, what are they gonna think? What's going on? And then at the end of the gym class, they're all like, dude, did you just get, and then like, dude, what happened? I'm like, I looked at him and said, did I just get laid? What happened? So it was very, very, very weird and awkward. But, you know, I took it like a man. But I'm a lady. So yeah, basically that's kind of like a little bit of my story and what happened in my life, you know. It was a little weird. And yeah, it was like,
I stimulate my prostate. Jesus.
okay, everybody, we are back, and now with our other spokesman, Griffin.
The same person. All right. So it's the end of the school year for my freshman year, and I am kind of excited because we have not even a week left. So I'm sitting in science class
Again.
but this time we were doing a challenge kind of thing where we would have to do certain tasks with certain limitations. And one of those was to pass around a paper ball without using your hands or your arms in general. And if it touched the floor, it had to start all over. So our entire class decided, let's use our faces. And unfortunately, my group, it had guys, but they were all the way at the end, and I was the only person who was up front with the girls. So, I had some awkward encounters, one of them being I had to get a paper ball out of a girl's breasts. So I had to get that paper ball out betwixt her breasts.
Was it okay with the teacher?
Oh yeah, he was too busy filming the other team who were failing continuously. And at one point, when we failed and we were passing around the ball for like the 50th time, she said, "Just bite it, grab it from my breast." She exclaimed, "Grab it from my boobs already." And normally she's like a shy person, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't know what to do with the situation, and I had to pass it on to the next girl. And so there were all sorts of jokes, and I couldn't stop like dying, and everyone was laughing, and all the guys in the back were like, "Griffin, just do it!" And like they were murmuring, and they were just like, "Dude, Griffin's like motorboating girls. Sweet." And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that's the worst way to meet somebody, is like, "Hey, do you remember back in our freshman year when I almost
had to grab the ball from your...
No, it's not even that. It's like, do you remember the time in our freshman year when I had to get a paper ball out betwixt your breasts, and I had
Betwixt your cleavage?
Betwixt your mountains, and I had to use my mouth?"
Did you actually do it?
I actually did. Several times, actually. And they decided, okay, well, we're gonna mix it up. So I did it with different girls, too. So I got around with everybody. They were like, they're like, okay, so we need to keep Griffin up front because he's doing good. And I'm like, everything you just said sounded so wrong in my mind. There was one point where the paper ball was going, like, it was sliding down her boobs, and she said, "Hurry, go down and get it." And the people behind me couldn't see what was going on, so they just assumed I was right in it. And I pretty much was, and it was like, okay, I had to catch it I had to like get the paper ball without using my hands. So I was like right up against her boobs, and oh my god. And I bet everyone's gonna question me after it. Like our science teacher didn't even care. Like,
I seriously hope I have the same science teacher you have next year.
Mr. Sperling, I just ask him about the paper ball thing, and ask him if he remembers Griffin freaking motorboating girls.
I will! I am going to say that, like, the first time I see him, and he's like, "Hey everybody, introduce yourself. Do you think I know anybody from last year? Do you have any friends from last year?" And I'll be like, raise my hand, and be like, "Do you remember Griffin, the guy who motorboated girls to get a paper ball out betwixt their cleavage?" You're just gonna look at me like, the frick?
I mean, that's basically what happened. Anyway, that's about it for this video. And,
if you have... Oh, hold on.
Oh, go on ahead.
Okay. If you have any of your stories you want to tell in the description, please do tell. I will be down in the comments section pretty much the whole summer. Because I'm doing YouTube pretty much this whole summer. 2 videos a day. Maybe 1, depending on if anything goes into the way. So yeah, just comment down below and make sure to leave a like and tell us if you want another one of these, because these are really fun to do. They're just really fun. So yeah. So I was joined by Gunham Gaming, link to his channel in the description. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody. I'm sorry, Griffin, I don't play games ahead of time. No, record, fuck! What? I know. Oh my gosh. I lost.